Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie, and today is a little bit of a different organization video. It's more of a how to be organized in order to craft. And so what I wanted to show you today is how I organize for a project. So I have been working on this particular album for a couple years now. It's a trip that I took in 2019. If you had just seen my Use Your stash video, I would have shown you quite a few of the layouts that I did in there, and I had basically done up to the point that I had prepared. So now I'm going to show you how I go about preparing that for the next kind of batch, if you will. But really, I need to finish this project. I need to finish it. Basically, I need to craft in order to clean. So this has a mega kit, and I have it all out on my desk. It's in a cart. It's just taken over because I was working on this, and yes, I could put it all back in a way, but I still have a bit to do, and you know, it just is at that point now where I just want to get it done. So when I have a project like this, what I like to do is I like to get binders, like the actual scrapbook binders that I'm going to dedicate for that project. In this case, I bought two, and I know I'm going to need three because I just can't control how many layouts I do. So I now have three. So basically, I just take the album, I fill it with page protectors, empty page protectors, and then I start printing. If you guys are interested in seeing how I organize my photos digitally so that I can print, I will be more than willing to show that to you. Just understand that I print in multiple sizes, and so my method works for that way. If I were to print all in 4x6, I totally would just like mass send them out and be done with it. But I can talk about that in that video if you're interested in hearing. So basically, I have now printed all my photos up to the end of the album. Everything is included in here. For this particular album, every day on the cruise, I print a 12x12 photo. So that's what you see here, and that is going to be, of course, a single layout. What I do on the back side then is I place the photos for each page that I want to do. So when I'm organizing my photos, I group them into layouts for printing purposes. And what I have been doing is using sketches a lot. It doesn't necessarily mean that I will follow the sketch literally. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's just a jumping off point. And sometimes it doesn't look anything like it. And that's cool. Right? It's just to get things going. So I've shown you my sketch binder before where I put all my sketches in sleeves. And then basically I just add the photos into that pocket as well. If you didn't want to put them in an album, if you just wanted to put them in a box, you could do that. I just like having them in the album because it tracks or helps me track when I have a single double layout kind of thing. Does that make sense? So I just slide that in here. What this also allows me to do is that I don't have to work in this order. I can literally flip through until I find a page that I want to use. So maybe these photos are inspiring me. I can work on this page and not have to worry about how it's all going to fit because it's already all planned out. So that's literally everything I have done all the way through to the end. Okay, so I also have pages in here with no sketch, and I literally just put the photos in. I put the photos up in the direction of the page that they're going to be on. So all of these photos are for this side of the paper. I don't have any photos in this pocket facing this way because this is a two-page layout. So this one and this one cover each other. Basically, I didn't find a sketch in my book that I liked for these photos. Doesn't mean I won't use a sketch. I could go in and look online. I just printed them in generic 4x6. Or what I did later on when I had a whole series of photos, like these ones, I printed them in 3x4. And the reason why I did that, of course, is because I have so many of them. And these are just like sketches, not sketches, these are photos of the ship of food and the towel animals that they left us in our cabin. And to be honest, I'm probably just gonna plaster these, but I'm not really entirely sure if that's how it's gonna work or not. By plaster, I mean like just do a grid and be done with it. Again, I have photos facing up. This is for this side. I have nothing on here. I'm intending 2 pages for these photos. And this one, although I don't have any photos here, this is intended to be a 2-page, which will leave me at the end of the album, and I will probably find my favorite photo or do some journaling or something on there to finish that up. Anyways, I just wanted to share with you how I organize for a project. Now these 12 by 12 ones, I will trim these down properly and stick them in the page protectors so they are protected in case this takes longer than I'm hoping it will. But really, for all intents and purposes, I am going to blitz these and try and get them done. I am also going to try and do some process videos on these. So what do you do when you have pictures for a project? Do you plan any of it out, or do you just say, I'm just going to print all 4 by 6, I'll figure it out when I get them? I'd be curious to hear. That used to be my method when I got physical prints made elsewhere, but now that I'm printing pretty much entirely from home, I find it's better for me to print based on layout, I guess, if that makes sense. Okay, let me know below what you do. Love to hear it, and until next time, happy crafting and happy organizing.